So we have a timekeeper here, and Ms. Joanne will show you the time as it's running down for all of the interviewees. So
Before we start, I'd like to say, I want to say something that I say to my children. Can you see some smiles and stuff? There's a lot of tension in here, and I just want this to be a fun and fair process for everybody that's here.
yes. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for having
You know
me.
all of the board members. We all have our names in front here. So
Yes.
I'll start with the opening question. Then, as you've heard, we'll go around the table and we'll all ask you different questions. Trustee Berry, are you not going to participate in this? Okay, so we'll skip over you. So the first question, Ms. Nasser, is why are you interested in serving on the Board of Trustees at this time? Do you have the time and commitment to serve on the P12 and the HFC boards? If you like, we can remind you of the question.
Okay. I've always been interested in education. I just previously didn't have the time that I wanted to dedicate to the board. I have 3 children. My oldest will be going to kindergarten this fall. He's very excited to ride the bus. And so I have a vested interest in the school system, and I want to see it grow because my children, all 3 of them, will be going through the Dearborn public school system. I myself graduated from the Dearborn school system. I will be a parent of the district, and I'm a business owner in the district. And now, as I had said before, I will have the time to commit to the dedication of being on the board.
Okay. Great. Do you want to move to the next question?
Yes.
Okay, Trustee Hood.
What specific skills or qualifications do you bring to the board?
I have a bachelor's degree in business management and a master's degree in public health. My bachelor's degree I use with my own businesses. I have 3 businesses that I currently operate, and I'm in charge of the budgeting and finance for all 3 stores. I am in charge of putting the policies and procedures in place, which I believe you guys do as well on the board. So basically with my businesses, I'm like the sole board member, and my husband, who is at the stores, is like the superintendent running the show. With my master's degree, at a prior employer, I created a Get Fit program for children where we conducted an 8-week program to teach them about healthy eating and exercise. We conducted a baseline assessment and tested their fitness abilities, as well as took weight measurements. And then at the end of the program, we did a follow-up assessment, and all of the children that went through the program improved in their fitness abilities. Some maintained their weight, some lost their weight. And so being able to look at data and analyze it, create programs, those are experiences that I have that I can also bring to the board as well. I have an advertising company that I have really good marketing and advertising experience because of that. And so I know Dearborn is a leader in social media. And I believe that the experiences that I have with that, I can also bring. You see, there's so many things that are different now with Henry Ford College, for example. The marketing and the advertising strategies for that are different, and I feel like I can bring something new to that conversation as well.
Thank you.
How do you see the role and responsibilities of a member of the Board of Trustees?
Well, the main role would be to hire a superintendent for the K through 12 and a president for the college. Looking over the budgets and making sure that both entities are fiscally responsible. Like I had done before in my own businesses, setting policies and procedures in place, making sure that the superintendent and the president are both not only executing the policies and procedures, but we are holding them accountable for their actions and making sure that everything within these policies and procedures relates back to the strategic plan of the board.
How do you envision becoming a productive, contributing member of the existing governance team, 6 current board trustees, and the superintendent and college president?
I think being able to be actively involved in discussion, some respectful dialogue and debate is very important. All of you on the board have diverse experience backgrounds. And so Trustee Hammoud is involved, she's a lawyer, and so she can help with any legal issues that we have. Trustee Barry is a real estate agent who is very involved in the programs and the students. Trustee Petlishkov works well with the city and is a community activist. Trustee Lane is been on the board for the longest period of time and has that historical data that she can bring to the table where she knows if certain things in the past have worked or they haven't worked. Chair Mead was the former vice president of the college, and so if there's issues in the college that I don't know how to help, how I'd be able to help, I kind of would sit back and let him take the lead on that. And Trustee Thorpe, being a financial planner, has extensive background in finances and budgeting. And so I believe that my background of business ownership and the marketing and advertising would complement the board very well. Yes.
Given that both Dearborn Public Schools and Henry Ford College share a common board of trustees, what unique challenges and/or opportunity do you believe are created by this relationship? And how do you see the two institutions collaborating on behalf of the students and the community?
Okay, I'm going to answer the first and then come back for the second part of the question. Okay. So the opportunities, there are tremendous opportunities with Dearborn Public Schools. Obama had said a couple years ago that he wanted to see free college education for a lot of the kids coming out of high school, and we have that here. We were probably one of the first ones to do that with the dual enrollment program. And so we can have our students have 2 free years of a college education. We have many programs in the city that have prepared our students for college. DCMST, my brother goes there right now. He will yell at me if I say this, but he's already received over $16,000 in scholarships because of his involvement in DCMST and how well he's done with that program and how colleges look to our programs because they know that they are of the brightest and best students. The Michael Berry Career Center, when that first opened, I was one of the first students to go into that program, and I really loved it. The STEM program, the Collegiate Academy, the early college, there's so many opportunities within the school district that can help all of the students be prepared for college. And I'd say for a conflict, maybe when it comes down to bonds, there could be, a couple years ago, there was the SMART bond and then the millage for the college, and it would increase taxes, but when you're looking at things for the benefit of the students, you have to look past these things. And as long as we keep the best interest of the students in mind, these are some of the tough decisions that we're going to have to make and be a team player when we're coming into these decisions. The communication.
And then how do you see the two institutions collaborating on behalf of the students and the community?
Well, since the high schools and the college were under one board, we're able to have good communication between the college teachers and the high school teachers where they can communicate and say, hey, you guys are doing a really good job, but why don't we add this to the curriculum or change this or try to lean the students this way or that way so that way when they come, they're better prepared. The students in Dearborn at Henry Ford that have come from Dearborn schools that are in Henry Ford have a better preparedness percentage than students coming from out of the district. And I do believe that is because we share a single board, and we have that really good communication between the schools and the college.
Okay, those are our questions. Now you have almost 6.5 minutes. I should have told you that at the beginning, but you can make a closing if you'd like.
Okay. I think the board has a duty to fill this vacancy with somebody who's possesses the qualities of a trustee, somebody who's able to engage in respective debate and dialogue and be able to critically think about an issue before making a decision which would be for the betterment of the students. Coming in as a product of the district, a parent in the district, and a business owner in the district, I have 3 different viewpoints that I can take when I'm looking at issues. I have personally reaped the benefits of the school system, and hopefully my children will as well. A lot of the business background that I had spoke about previously with my experiences do relate to the board, and I would be excited to bring those to the board. And it's very important to have some fresh faces and new ideas come to the board, because that's how we can definitely see the board succeed, and so will our students. And I just wanted to thank you all for this opportunity to meet with me.
Thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate your interest in applying for the open position. And as you know, on June 12th, we will have a discussion facilitated by Dr. Wilmot, and we will make a decision on June 12th. So thank
you.
you again for
Thank
your
you.
interest.